This is how to get lean so easy it feels illegal. After losing fat multiple times, I know the easiest way to do it now. So in this video, I'll give you my easy 5-step process to get lean. Step 1 is to stop with the bad habits. So imagine if you wanted to get more money to your bank account. The easiest thing you could do is stop spending your money on bullshit, like stopping your Netflix subscription. Don't buy like unnecessary clothes you're not even gonna wear. Stop buying snacks from the grocery store. Stopping like with the things that are just unnecessary. That will help you save some money, and every month you will have more money than before because you're spending less. And it's the same thing if you want to lose fat. The first thing you need to do is stop with the things that are making you stay fat or even gain fat. And that's almost only your eating habits, how you're eating. Because the truth is, losing fat is only about your diet. It's 90% your diet. Right now, you have some fat because you have some bad eating habits. So you need to stop those bad eating habits. And those habits, it's eating junk food, having alcohol, snacking in between meals, overeating, like having too big portions. So step 1 to getting lean, it's just doing those things less. Junk food, keep it to 1 day a week for now. And then over time you want to quit it out completely. But once a week, you can have junk food. And the same with alcohol. Because alcohol is very bad for losing fat, just as junk food. Calorie dense just mess up with your body, make it so much harder to lose fat, make you even gain fat. Because the fat you have now, you gained it from eating too much junk food, having too much alcohol. That's the main things. You didn't get it by having too much chicken and rice. Like, no. So have junk food once a week, alcohol like 1-2 drinks a week, but then over time you want to quit it completely. But for now, stick to like 2 drinks a week. And then stop snacking in between your meals. Only eat like 3 times a day. Set that rule for yourself. No cookies in between, not even like a random sandwich or something. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those are the only times you can eat throughout the day. That will lower your daily calorie intake very easy, just by not having anything in between your big meals. And then focus on having just a bit smaller portions. So when you eat, you make sure that you're not eating too much, you're not overeating, you're controlling your portions. It's not something crazy, you just need to think of how you're eating and make sure you're not eating too much. Just trying a bit to have less food. This is the first thing you need to do to get lean, to lose fat. Just do less of the bad habits. And don't quit them right away, because you will probably go back to doing the habits in a week if you just cut them out completely. Take your time, slowly do them less and less. That's how I quit the junk food back in 2023. I was so addicted to it and I loved having junk food, fast food, ice cream, candy, like I loved it. So I had it once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, and then I quitted it completely. It took me like 3 months, but that was the only way I could do it. I had tried before to quit it completely, but I relapsed after like 3 days. So choose a day you can have junk food. Have like 1-2 drinks if you're drinking. And also focus on finding the root cause of these bad habits. When you snacking in between meals, why are you doing it? Is it because you're hungry? Is it because you're bored? Is it because you need energy? Find the root cause and then fix it. When you're drinking alcohol, is it because you're stressed? Is it like with friends in a social setting? Find the root cause of the problems, then come up with a way to fix it. The easiest thing is just ask ChatGPT to give you some help on your situation. I do this all the time. But this is step 1. Stop with your bad habits. And by the way, if you're a busy entrepreneur, executive, or busy professional, you can get a free coaching call with me right now. I will help you out with losing fat, building muscles, skyrocket your energy without sacrificing your work. I have gotten really good feedback on these calls, and it's something I'm doing right now just to get some testimonials. Top link in the description if you want that. Step 2 is to eat more protein. So it was a few days ago and I had 400 grams of ground chicken. That's like 1 pound of ground chicken to my lunch. Then also a bowl of Greek yogurt on the side. I had some carbs with the ground chicken, but not a lot. And after I had eaten it, I was really full. I went 3-4 hours without even thinking of food. And I thought to myself, protein is so overpowered for losing fat because it makes you feel full, so you will eat less naturally, and you will avoid snacking in between meals, and you will have smaller portions. That's one of the biggest benefits with protein. But also it builds muscle, and when you have more muscle you burn more calories, and when our body digests protein we burn even more calories. So it helps us eat less throughout the day and also burn more calories. Being in a calorie deficit becomes much easier when you eat a lot of protein. Start eating more protein. I can guarantee you're not eating enough. You want to aim for your body weight in pounds, grams of protein every day. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you want 200 grams of protein every day. And you're not having that right now. And to get in more protein, you want to have high protein food like ground beef, steak, chicken, turkey, eggs, Greek yogurt. Those are the best high protein foods. So you just eat more of those foods. And the thing is, those foods taste amazing. Ground beef, chicken, Greek yogurt. It actually tastes good. I don't know, why would you eat something else? So now you know you need to eat more protein, and meats are the best high protein foods. You should have more meat now. Your plate should mainly be meat. Yeah, you can have carbs, but I have like 60% of your plate with meat, like chicken, ground beef, turkey. Then 40% can be carbs and vegetables. But you want to have mainly meat. From now on, when you eat, you need to do this today. Have mainly meat. Not gonna have like a whole plate of pasta, rice, potatoes, and then use some meat. No, you're gonna have mainly meat. And the thing is, the media has made you believe that, oh, meat is bad, it's bad for the environment, it's unhealthy, but that's just a scam, complete scam. Meat is the best food for health, for losing fat, for even like focus on our business, our work better. So start having much more meat. And if you want to have lower calories also, then have foods that are high in protein and low in calories, like turkey, ground chicken, chicken breast, non-fat Greek yogurt, egg whites. All those foods, they're high in protein and low in calories, meaning you can eat a lot of them. That's how I have 400 grams of ground chicken to my lunch. It's a lot, but it's not a lot of calories. I get a lot of protein from that, but not a lot of calories. And that helped me stay lean. And in that way, I don't need to starve myself, because I eat a lot, but I'm still in a calorie deficit. I can stay lean and lose fat if I want. So you want to focus on foods that are high in protein, low in calories. And this is literally no effort. You can still have the dinners with your family, business dinners, eat out on a restaurant, but you just eat more of the meat, more of the high protein foods, and less of the carbs. You're not gonna have more carbs than high protein foods. If that means you need to avoid eating some potatoes when you're at a restaurant and you have steak and potatoes, do that. Don't eat all of the potatoes then. If you eat at home with your family, make sure to cook more meat and not that much of the carbs. Literally super easy change. Eat more protein. Do it today. Because I want to give you results. Do it today, and then in a week, 2 weeks, see the difference. Step 3 is moving more. So if you want to get more money to your bank account, you can start saving more money. That will help you get more money. But then, to reach those big amounts, you need to start earning more. And it's the same thing with losing fat. You can have less junk food, eat less calories, but then to lose fat even faster, you want to move more. You want to exercise, do some cardio. And the easiest thing you can do to start moving more is walking, at least 30 minutes a day. Because walking is very low effort, easy to do, it will help with your metabolism, it will burn calories, so it will help you lose fat. And you can do it even if you're super busy. The first way you can get those 30 minutes in easy is if you work at a desk, you can get an under desk treadmill or like a walking pad. Basically, you have a small treadmill at your desk and you can walk at it while working. If you have meetings, calls, or if you even type on the computer or have like a voice to text tool at your computer, do that for at least 30 minutes a day. So that's if you're working at a desk and you work at home and you have like the opportunity to do that. But if you can't do that, then you can do a thing I have started doing, because I don't have a walking pad and I still like walk for like 20 minutes a day. Not that much, because I'm already lean, I don't really need to do it. I can just do it for like 15-20 minutes and it's helped me stay lean. But what I do is a few times throughout the day I go for a 5-minute walk. So today I've already went on like 2 5-minute walks, and it's around 11 a.m. right now, because I wake up at 5:30, I work on my business from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m, 7 hours straight. And in that period I can go up, take a break from the work and go around my neighborhood for a 5-minute walk. Like very easy, low effort, and it's like a nice break for me to get out of my house, to get some sunlight, some fresh air, then come back and continue working, being focused. I don't even feel the effort of doing it. I used to enjoy it. And then I also, later throughout the day, I also go on a walk, evening and then before going to bed. So often 2 to 4 times I take a small walk, and it's literally no effort. I benefit from it. Like I become more productive, I can come home with more energy, work on my business better from doing that. So if you're working like all day, that's something you can do. Take breaks from your work, use like 5-10 minutes, get outside, go for a quick walk, come back, continue working. And for you to implement this, I would say 3 times a day for 10 minutes. That will give you 30 minutes, very easy. And 10 minutes, you won't even like think of it as something hard, because it's not a lot. And then if you spread it out, like 1 in the morning, 1 in the middle of the day, 1 at the end of the day before like going to bed, that's a good way to do it. And be consistent with it. When you do this for like a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, that's when you will start seeing the results. For at least 30 minutes a day, start walking. And use the methods I said: walking pad or 3 10-minute walks. That's the easiest thing to get those walks in. Or if you want, you can just do 30 minutes all at once. Step 4 is lifting weights. So if you have more muscle, you will burn more calories, because your body uses more calories when you have more muscle. The muscles needs calories. So when you lift weights and start building muscle, it will help you be in a calorie deficit, which will help you get lean. And also, when you are in the gym and working out, you're burning calories. And also a very big thing is, you want to be lean and muscular. You don't only want to be lean, you want to have some muscles too. Because if you're only lean and you don't have any muscles, your children won't get inspired. They won't look at you and think, my daddy, he looks like a superhero. Your wife will be less attracted to you compared if you would be lean and have big muscles. So it's also a lot about your presence. You can see someone, they are like skinny, they are not fat, but they're not anything special. If you're lean, you got no fat and you have muscles, that's when your life gets crazy. Much more people respect you. If you got children, or like your future children will look up to you, respect you much more. Like women will also be much more attracted to you, or if you already have a wife or girlfriend. And just other like men will also see like, yeah, he's working hard, like respect to him. And you will just like be proud of your body and feel good when you have muscles too. It's important that you also lift weights 3 times a week. That's a solid amount, which is very doable. Even if you're super busy, 3 times a week is possible, because I'm also super busy. I work on my business all day. I don't want to be in the gym for 2 hours. So I'm in the gym for like 30 or 40 minutes a day. And that's enough to like make progress. If you work out for 30 minutes, 3 times a week, you're pushing hard, you're having a good split, you will make progress. And if you're starting to fix your diet too, that's enough if you stay consistent with it for a year, 3 years. And do a full body split. That's what my client is currently doing. He's also super busy, had a startup, and I told him, used to go to gym 3 times a week, full body split, and train your full body each workout. And he's already down over 10 pounds in under a month. And he started to also getting strong and gaining muscle. Just a full body split. You have like 1 exercise per muscle group for every workout. Step 5 is fixing your sleep. What if you could lose fat and get more energy from doing nothing? That's exactly what sleep does. Like I have been on both sides. I've been staying up late to work on my business, to work for a few extra hours and only sleep like 5-6 hours. And I've also went to bed early and get like 7-8 hours of sleep. I can tell sleeping like over 7 hours a night is much better. It helps me stay lean, build more muscles, have much more energy. So like for my fitness, it's great, but also for my business work, it's much better because when I was sleeping 6 hours, 5-6 hours, I woke up, I had low energy, very bad focus. I was not working good on my business. So it was actually much better for me to work 2 hours less a day, but then get like 7 hours of sleep instead of 5. For my business too. That's probably the case like for you. Imagine how more productive you would be if you slept for 7 hours every night. That's for your business work, but it's mainly for your fitness. If you're sleeping only like 5-6 hours a night, it's much harder to lose fat, your testosterone is lower, you have worse energy during your workouts, you make worse decisions with your eating, with your diet. When you're well rested, it's much easier to say no to junk food and control what you eat. So that's also an underrated benefit of sleeping enough. So start sleeping at least 7 hours a night. Game changer. And when you think about it, it's such an easy thing to do. When you actually start sleeping like consistently 7 hours, it's so easy to keep going. It can be hard in the beginning to get those 7 hours and start being consistent. I know, especially if you have like a daily routine right now where you're only sleeping like 5 hours, 6 hours. It's hard to change, but 1-2 weeks of trying to change, you will be there. You will be getting those 7 hours, 7.5 hours. What worked for me was just finding the root cause. And that for me was having unfinished business work I needed to do and like stay up like 1-2 hours extra every day to like finish. And I fixed it by just getting that business work done earlier during the day, prioritizing it more, doing it in the morning, preparing better. Then when it was time to sleep, I could actually like go to bed. So that's one thing. Just finding the root cause and fixing it. And then also a good thing I've done is right now I have an alarm 35 minutes before I want to sleep. So I'm aiming to sleep at 10 p.m. every night because I wake up at 5:30 and that gives me 7.5 hours of sleep. So I have an alarm at 21:25 because when it goes off, I stop working on my business, I go brush my teeth, I stretch, plan the next day, go for like a 5 or like 10-minute walk to just get relaxed, and then I sleep. So depending on how long it takes for you to stop with whatever you're doing and go to bed, set an alarm. If it takes you 30 minutes, then 30 minutes before your bedtime, you have an alarm set. This is very powerful. And also just going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time, very helpful, because in that way it just becomes a habit, a routine, which is hard to break. When you used to do it at the same time every day and your body gets used to it and you get used to it and you set up your day in a way that fits that schedule, your sleep schedule. But this was the 5 steps to get lean so easy it feels illegal. And if you're a business entrepreneur, executive or professional and you thought this video was helpful and you want help with implement all this to your life so you can get lean without needing to sacrifice your work and just have a plan to follow and someone that holds you accountable, then go book a free call in the top link in the description. And yeah, I can give you some free advice, but you can also get a chance to work with me one-on-one if it makes sense. This is my client I'm working with right now. He's making great progress and I have like over 20 video testimonials, people saying I'm good. So go book a call with me if you're serious about fixing your health, getting lean in a simple way without needing to track your calories or doing some complicated stuff. And then go watch this video right here, the honest truth about getting to 10% body fat. Become Jack Potter.